Captain de la Tour. We did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Nice cellar.
Very nice cellar.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
The barrel tab.
I want to look around first.
There was a book.
I know.
No, like not the book on the table. There was a book. Right there.
Yeah. Est, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It is hard to determine when exactly the first barrels of SS were matured, though we can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the duchy's present lands. What is certain is that this wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who had held SS in near divine esteem, and for that reason bestowed upon Castel Ravello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place at the cellars of the Beauclair Palace for SS, and to this day 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on these shelves. The tapping of any of them is, by order of the ducal edict, vino sanctus est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Dang. They like their wine.
What's wrong with us? Steal it all. SS.
Though Pomino does not enjoy the fame of Estes or even Evolus, it still attracts a considerable number of admirers and remains among the best wines in the world. Few, however, know how close the world came to losing its slightly acrid, surprisingly deep aftertaste. The cause of this averted disaster was Pyloxera mortifera, that is to say, Phylloxera the deadly, a species of aphid whose sudden attack nearly wiped out all existing vines in this region of this variety. For many weeks no one was able to exterminate this pest, and it seemed Pomino was doomed to extinction. In the end, however, the aphids were defeated by ducal alchemists and a carefully selected group of vintners, and was appointed to ensure its vines took root at Castel Ravello once more. Some experts from the time of the plague claim this restoration effort introduced cross-contaminants, and never again were they able to extract from this grape that same bottomless flavor as before. Found a hammer.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is, barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
1269.
Sangreal from 1269. Nope.
Evolus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here.
Geralt.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. Full.
Full?
Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Son Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Son-Real. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Son-Real. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
I saw it. Oh. Oh no!
Are you kidding me? Oh, the last guy.
Oh. Worst way to die. Geralt of Rivia fights giant monsters on a daily basis, killed by a simple bandit.
Yep. That'd be how this game goes, so.
got to go at him together.
Excuse me. Might kill.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Oi.
Boy.
I gotta get clothes.
Did you sell your fancy shirt again?
Probably.
Oh my goodness. Lucas, now you should know. You should have just stuffed that in your stash.
My tooth! From Fendi! A bosom in the hands, worth more on a wench.
This girl with the price on his head?
She said everyone shows up in fancy man.
Never learn.
Please, will you?
Damn it. Alright, damn it.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Feast till the wine barrels run dry. There is no tomorrow.
Nice.
That is not my hair.
Alright. Go buy yourself some clothes. Hope you got the money for it.
Vivat nostra
You're gonna need a doublet,
Doublet?
pants, boots, and a mask.
My tooth!
Salary.
A bosom in the hands, worth more on a wench. Would you squeeze my plaster?
Hello, doggy. Too bad I can't pay you.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oof, dreadful.
The tip of the hat to the tourney's victor.
I don't know.
The other option is you can just take a nice trip back to Novigrad, because you know there's a clothes shop over there.
I need to meditate, and also I'm going to stop at the bank.
Witcher.
Need to come back during the day.
What?
By the
8 in
prophet's
the morning,
eyes,
10 in the evening.
a witcher.
Oh, it's only 6.
There is one.
Lifting hand to mouth.
The tailor's workshop
Thing
is
aside for my dotage.
What can I do for you?
Not that far.
Yes?
Always.
No. I'm not the one you need. Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer's always right. How might I be of service?
I'd like to change some coin.
By all means.
Come by later.
Ever at your service, sir.
Alright, you want to head north.
I think it's on my map.
The other shot?
Yeah.
Maybe.
53, 40 meters away.
Oh, is that the optional marker?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. That's it. That's it.
Just Taylor's workshop.
Good evening. Oh, that's so rude. There's Pierre. Just gonna rob the man right out as he's sitting in front of you.
Sacre bleu! It's a crime. You're from the north, that's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Elegant Beauclair doublet. You could do that. What are those doublets? Like your old one.
Let's go Beauclair.
Okay, sure. Beauclair doublet, Beauclair boots, Beauclair trousers, and one of those masks.
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
Alright, put on the clothes. Let's see how you look in this outfit. I hate the fact that the game has twice given you fancy clothes and you have both times sold them.
Well, cause I don't think you need them anymore.
Yes,
And
you
then I get
do.
rid of it because I need space.
Dude, when you are meeting kings and queens and duchesses and counts and countessas, you better believe that you need clothes. Besides, you can always just stuff it in your stash. It's free storage.
Alright then.
Looking good, Geralt. Shows up in full plate, Geralt is revealed.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
Did you put on the mask?
No.
You did. You look very commanding in that.
How much money do I have? 3,000?
Won't go. I simply
enough for a
won't do
bed.
it.
Oh!
Get out of bed.
It's a good bet.
Have you beat Pierre and Gwent yet?
I have beaten no one in Gwent.
Okay.
Well, I've beaten like 2 people in Gwent, but no.
This is part of that Gwent quest.
Yeah, I've beaten like 2 of the 15 people in that quest.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
BB, I want a bed.
Renovations coming along all right?
Wonderfully. The furnishings you last had me order have arrived.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly. with every fiber of my being.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything else you require, sir?
No.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
I'm down to 1,000.
Alright, let's go to a party, and in the morning you can sleep in your bed.
A bushel of grapes is more a burden than that.
Master Liam and Maid Matilda. Why, they'll have a tale to hold.
Let's go to Skellige.
No.
Why not?
Oh, it's right next to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's
in
stop
case you
in.
want to smith some black. What are you gonna do in the blacksmith? Can you upgrade anything?
I don't know.
Probably don't have the gold to do it.
Nah. Everything costs 1,000. At least.
A group of rogues walks amidst the trees, willies a swinging betwixt their knees.
Before you meet her,
Top form, magnificent cheeks.
you're gonna want mints.
Mr. Blacksmith,
Return to traditional values and
do I
morals.
have money?
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer?
Wrong one. I don't have enough now.
The Manticore Gauntlet.
I only need 800. Can I sell anything? Probably not. I know, that's the thing. We have 5.
Yeah, keep the mask for now. There. You got a whole whopping gold.
Dye is expensive. Have my gold. There, that's enough. Yeah. There, Manticore.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
I'm sure there are probably swords that go with it, but eh. I'm just sticking with these.
Right. Oh, well, daily. Massacre at the estate of Durand de Savarin.
Herb store.
Elven statues come to life to slaughter members of the History of Toussaint Friends Society. Citizens, beware of history and elves alike. And stones, hewn or otherwise. A hecatomb at the Doran Alma estate. Ladies, gentlemen, Dupont and Sons. All manner of goods and services, cheap, reliable. Purchase today what you planned to purchase tomorrow.